Evening. Here we go again. All right, it's 12:30. It's 26 degrees outside, and it's on. I just turned it on. Again, we're supposed to go down to between 22 and 24. So we'll see. They're on the warmer side of the bar. Now again, they're standing up right now because I've interrupted them. So I'm gonna let them go, close everything up, turn the lights off, let them have a warm night. Talk to y'all later. Good morning, I know I hear you guys. So good morning, everybody. This is Nita with the Timepiece Garden. Yes, the chickens are awake. Letting them out so they can come out and get some morning videos. Good morning, my lady. Good morning, Parthos. Good morning, Copper. And when they cook, they can come out and get some snacks. And Parthos is feeling frisky. Say it's 7 o'clock and it's a chilly 26 degrees. Now that reading is always in town. Does that make sense? I don't always have an actual reading out here. Water did have ice. Used the icebreaker to break the ice. It's not frozen solid. Who's you barking at? You told him this is Panda's house? So, now we're going to go open the front door. I am quite sure that it's not going to have any kind of charge left. The goal was to come out at like 5 o'clock in the morning and, test and see if it still had power or if it was getting low, so I could see if it worked for 4 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours. Yeah, that didn't happen. So for whatever reason, when I stay up past midnight, I don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now again, it has no power. It did have power when I plugged it in last night at 12:30, so I'm quite sure they had a little warmth off of the warming bar. And I say that because if you see the poop trails on it, that means they're sitting on the bar where the heat would be able to rise up, and then they, poop on the bar. It happens. So they're using it, my opinion, probably when it's the coldest, and they're snuggled up with each other on the little bit of a heating bar. Hi, Parthos, I see you, I know. And get a little bit of heat in the coldest part of the evening. Now, once they're up and moving around, they regulate their body temperature well. Again, they've got this fur jacket on. My goal is to see, does it last 5 hours? When do we go down to 18 degrees, 12 degrees, so on down the line on our coldest days? That's what I'm thinking about, So, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to, I'm not sure how I'm going to test it during the day where I can actually see the amount of hours it takes. I don't know. I do know that since I'm going to be home all day today, I will actually test charging it with the solar power and not with the electricity from the house, so I can see how long that actually takes. So, anyway, just my thoughts. Let me go in and get it. Yeah, I'm going to put my gloves back on. So my gloves and my phone don't like each other. All right. Talk to you a little later. Alrighty. Supervisor says so far so good. This is test number 2. It's how long does it take to recharge with the sun? It's the easiest way for me to say that. Now supposedly it's like 8 hours for a full charge. I did not get it out here till about 10 o'clock. Just because before 10 o'clock, even the trees here tend to shade this area. So it's in, you can see by the shadow it's casting. Hi, Kitty Blaze. How doing? It's in full sun. It will be in full sun. The sun's there. It'll be in full sun for a while. And you can see that it's, zoom in, maybe you can see the screen. There you go. It's charging. So it is working. Just kind of, keep an eye on it. Make sure the kitty and the chickens and everybody else and their brother doesn't knock it down. And it's not, how do I say this? I don't think it'll get a full charge, and I'll be able to plug it into the house to give it a full charge, to finish charging it up. But based off of the amount of sunlight that I get, this is where I get the most sunlight, but I'm not always in sunlight. Again, we know that by 4 o'clock, I'm in shade. So, just a test, see how much power I get off of how many hours. I started at 10, that way I can figure it out. It's going to take 2 days to get it on full charge because, I'm not in an open area. Whew, it is chilly today though. And supposedly the winds are going to pick up, and that'll let me test how well these supports hold it up in a breeze. Do I need to make it a little stand on its own that I can set it in and not worry about the supports at all when I'm at the house? I don't know. I'll figure it out, piece at a time. So, life's awesome. We'll talk to you later. I know gang's all here. It's 2:30. You can tell the angle, though. The shade before was going back this way. Now it's back this way. Now my sun is not quite behind the mountain yet. I'm getting close. But the cool thing, you can always tell when the angle's off, because the screen, hello. Well, maybe it helps if I hold you still. There we go. The screen, there you go. See, it's only reading, 59, 61? That's the input. When I set it up this morning at 10 o'clock, it was reading like 250. So you can see it's about halfway charged. Which probably means that to get that 8 hour charge probably needs to be all day in the summertime, not here on the hill in the wintertime. But that was the point of running the experiment, bringing it out here, testing it. Now I am going to move the panel, go ahead and continue to test it until the sun goes behind the mountain, so I can see, from 10 to 4, which is 6 hours, do I actually get 75% charge or less? It's just so I know. It's not an issue tonight. We're not going to go below 40 tonight. The warming bar in the chicken coop does not work unless it is below 40. That's what it's designed to do. So it's okay. I will finish charging this tonight in the house. But this was just today's test to see how long it takes to charge during the day. All right, let me get busy and get that swapped around and bring some firewood in the house, because I like a fire. The sun is going down fast. I used to run straight with the boards, and I turned it so we could get more sun, and it jumped up to the 80s when I turned it. And the amount of time it took me to bring a load of wood in, it's all the way down to the 37s. It's barely getting a trickle charge. So I'm going to adjust it one more time. But you can tell where my driveway, makes sense, is all in shade now. The sun's all the way down here. So like I said, I'm going to adjust it one more time. And then by the time I have one more thing to do out in the workshop, it'll probably be time to pack it up and take it in the house. So I had a few minutes. I was bringing some stuff back here. The new lawnmower tires. I got some plant food on sale for $5 a bag. Really good price. Normally it's $10 a bag. I was just bringing the stuff back to the garden shed and this shed, and I was like, why I'm back here? I had the stuff to put this shelf up, but I've not done it yet. So again, I've started working and didn't get to show y'all. I already got the measured and the brackets in here at the bottom. I will put a bracket in here, or a small screw in here at the tip, so this shelf doesn't come off, but it's up, it's level. What's going to go on it? I've got stuff here in this box I've still not unpacked yet. Why? Because I didn't have a place to put it. So some of it gets rearranged. There's a lot of that box that's going to go on that shelf, because if I use it a lot, it's here. Stuff that's over there is PVC, and the leftover power supply stuff for the solar lights. I went ahead and put the legs for the chicken warmer that I'm not using over there, because that's also off a solar powered thing that I'm using. So it made sense to put it there, to me anyway. So box, shelf. So what's gonna happen? Kind of. Some of it, like the Ziploc or the trimmer spools, that needs to be in the garden shed. So stuff to do. I figured 10-minute shelf would be easy. Talk to you in a few. Alright, shelf's up. Stuff's on it. Box is empty. And the solar panel. Well, hi, Kitty Blaze. How you doing? Is it 18? It ain't charging. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this away. Take it in the house and go ahead and plug it in and let it finish charging in the house. And then I still got eggs to collect before it gets dark. So talk to you later. Meow.